Welcome back. This is video 2 in the Agents 101 series. We're picking up where we left off, finishing agent configuration, covering prompts, flow designer options, actions before and after calls, and how deployment connects everything together. First up, let's talk about understanding prompts. Inside Synthflow, prompting defines how your agent behaves, what it says, what data it gathers, and how it transitions between steps. You'll see multiple approaches to prompting across the industry, but here we're focusing on what's built directly into Synthflow. When you create an agent, you start with what we call the big prompt. Click Edit to open a full editor window. This is where you write everything the agent needs to say or know: instructions, questions, FAQs, actions. Click Save when you're done, and those updates immediately apply to your agent. At any time, you can use the prompt or the flow designer. For inbound agents, you have both the original and advanced flow designers. Outbound agents typically do quite well with the original flow designer. The original flow designer uses a branching tree layout, starting with your greeting and global settings. Add steps to collect or present information. Create branches for decision points like yes or no, options A or B. End each branch with either a jump, an action, return to a previous step, or an end node to close the conversation. Here's an example. In a banking scenario, a caller might reach a speak to a branch manager step. If they say yes, the flow continues to a transfer node. If not, you can jump back to a previous menu. Synthflow keeps the context of the entire flow tree, not just the current step. This means your agent always remembers previous interactions in the same call. You can jump anywhere in the tree logically, even across sections without losing context. A checklist ensures global settings are configured correctly. You can build your conversation here in the flow designer or switch back to the text prompt anytime you need. You can reset or clear the flow at any time to start over. The global settings section can include global actions like trigger before or during the call, like preloading data or routing logic. FAQs, which are predefined answers to common questions. We also have objections and special cases, and these are structured responses for tough or recurring customer questions. You can also attach actions to specific steps, which we'll walk through shortly. You can't switch between flow designer types on the same agent. If you want to compare both, create a new agent and choose the other designer at setup. Version 2 layout is a little bit different, and this version is action-oriented with new block types. For example, instruction blocks. And these guide what the agent does or which variables to collect. Action blocks define custom actions such as API calls or internal triggers. Transfer blocks move the caller to another line or a live agent. Booking blocks schedule real-time appointments. The advanced flow designer gives you more direct control and precision. Each step can run exactly as defined, which is ideal for structured, production-ready conversations. Let's talk about actions. Actions determine what happens before, during, and after the call. When Flow Designer is enabled, actions inside it happen during the call. Actions before or after the call are configured from the Actions section outside of the designer. To demonstrate, I'll switch back to the big text prompt to show how I usually configure them. So before the call, you'll see options for custom actions and IVR. IVR, interactive voice response, basically sets up voice menus like press 1 for sales, press 2 for support. Custom actions pull data before the call begins, like loading CRM info, customer preferences, or contextual details. Here's a real example. Someone once built an agent that fetched baseball scores every morning by connecting to an external sports API. Anything accessible via API can be pulled in this way. During the call, you can trigger actions dynamically while the conversation is happening. Here are some examples of custom actions. Post data the user gives, like an account number, to an external database, retrieve the results, or read them back. Call transfer actions route the caller to a live human or another number. Real-time booking links with supported calendars to schedule appointments immediately. The supported calendar integrations as of October 2025 is Go High Level and Cal.com. Other integrations like Calendly are under review but not yet available. Keep an eye on all Synthflow socials and Synthflow Academy for any updates in regards to calendar integrations. Some available options for after the call actions are send SMS, information extractors, custom evaluations. With custom evaluations, you can create checklists to verify what was collected in the call. Did the agent capture the name, email, phone? And if not, you'll know exactly where to refine your flow. Information extractors pull structured data directly from the transcript. And when your webhook receives the payload, you'll see the transcript, actions performed, extracted variables like name, email, or account ID. And this makes it easy to feed clean, structured data into CRMs or reports. No manual labor required. Sending SMS works immediately for international numbers. For US numbers, you'll need a Twilio account with A2P, application to person, verification. If you already use Twilio for SIP connections, this is just an extra verification step. And once that's approved, SMS sending is enabled. Let's talk deployment. So phone numbers. Assign a phone number you've purchased in Synthflow, and we recommend these for testing purposes only, or for optimal security and compliance, we recommend you connect the phone number via SIP. For inbound agents, testing works best by calling the inbound number directly. You can technically place outbound test calls from an inbound agent, but it's more reliable to test inbound. Memory groups. Now, these are tied to your contacts section. They allow agents to remember caller details across sessions, and we'll cover this in depth later. Webhooks. Post-call webhooks sends a complete record of the call after it ends, including transcripts, actions, and extracted data to your chosen endpoint like Zapier, Make, or any other custom API. An inbound webhook feeds data into Synthflow at the start of a call. For example, if the caller's number matches an existing record in your CRM, the webhook could preload their information so your agent greets them contextually. For example, "Hey Caleb, thanks for calling back. I see you recently updated your policy." Then after the call, you can push updated data back to your CRM. And that's how you maintain a persistent customer memory between systems. Now let's talk integrations. Synthflow supports multiple connection points. Go high level, which is call automation via their marketplace. We have REST APIs for teams who want full developer control and direct integrations. Now let's talk about a newer feature, WhatsApp. If you want to handle calls or messages over WhatsApp, enter your WhatsApp phone number, click save, authenticate via Facebook login, follow all the prompts. This connects your WhatsApp business account directly to Synthflow so your AI agent can respond via your WhatsApp line. You'll find full documentation for this integration inside Synthflow Academy and at the URL linked below. That's the complete configuration flow: prompts, flow designers, actions before, during, and after the call, common deployment settings. Once everything is set, you can make a test call to test out your inbound number. Check that your logic, actions, webhook data are working exactly as expected. And if you want to go deeper, Synthflow Academy has templates and use cases for global FAQs, objection handling, and advanced action chaining. I'm Caleb with Synthflow, and in the next video, we'll explore testing and live deployment, bringing your agent into production. We'll catch you in the next one.